Hi, I'm Ty. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about whatever I want to talk about. And today we're talking about 25 things I learned at 25. Now, by the time this video drops, I should be 25 years old. I have learned a few things in my short life of 25 years that I think I'd like to share. So the first thing I have is slow down. Oh my God, relax, slow down, breathe, smell the flowers, look at the sky, just take a deep breath, relax. It's okay to not have everything figured. Calm down. You have a million thoughts going on. Slow down. Drink a little bit of water, drink some ginger tea, relax, just breathe. Breathe. That's number one. Number two, oh my God. Number two should have been number one. Number two is save your money. I repeat, save your money. Every time you get paid or every time you get your hands on a little bit of money or something, save at least 20%. When you get paid, at least 20% of what you make should go into a savings account that you don't have access to. And if you can't save 20%, save $10. And if you can't save $10, save $1. And if you can't save $1, save a penny. It doesn't matter how much you save. People get stuck. I said people, but I'm really talking about myself. I used to get stuck on the amount. I used to think that if I didn't save a huge amount that I wasn't really making a difference. But just getting into the habit of saving is really what you want. Just get into the habit of saving. It doesn't matter how small or how big, you'll see over time, it adds up. And if you want extra points, the money that you save, you open an investment account and you invest into the stock market. I wish I was investing from when I was 20 years old, not 5 years later. Number three, it is normal to be lost. One day, you're 17 years old, you're having fun, you don't have a care in the world, and then the next minute, you're 18 and they're telling you have to pay taxes. Do you see how violent that is? Do you see how fast that is? It's okay to be confused. It's okay to question life. I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to lie to you. Being a young adult is nothing like what our parents promised us. It's nothing like what our teachers promised us. It's nothing like what society has promised us. This is hard. Society and social media promised us that being a young adult was going to be this beautiful butterflies and rainbows and all of that. No, it's just not the case. We became adults and inflation punched us in the throat and kicked us in the shin. Being an adult is hard. It's normal to be lost. It's normal to feel confused. Number four, social media is fake. I repeat, social media is fake. People only post their best moments. And I'm telling you because I do too. And you do it too. We all do it. We all post our best moments. So you are comparing yourself to somebody's best moment. People don't post when they're having a bad day or when they don't look good. I just want to tell you, don't fall for the illusion. Don't fall for the illusion that everybody's living these perfect lives and they're all running off into the sunset and they're all super rich and super happy. It just don't fall into the delusion. Now, number five goes into what I just said. Take a break from social media. Take a break from social media. Do a dopamine detox. Go and journal. Go and read a book. Go in a corner and write down your thoughts and think about your thoughts. Go play a board game with your friend. Go and call your mother. She's worried about you. She wants to know how you're doing and she hasn't heard from you in days because all you do is scroll on social media. Social media completely removes us from reality. It distracts us from life. Social media stops us from introspecting. Take a break from social media, even if it's 1 day a week or it's 5 hours a week or 1 hour a week. Take a break from social media. Get into your mind. Go call your friend. Go for a walk. Go and do a meditation. Look at the news. Go and read something. Touch some grass. Number six, love yourself enough to cut people off. Now, this is a big one. This one, I'm yelling at myself and I'm cussing myself out because the way I didn't understand this until 5 minutes ago, cutting people off or coming to the understanding that allowing certain people into your life is just a liability and a detriment to your peace is not something to feel guilty about. It's not something to feel bad about. It's actually a great thing. It's a practice of self-love. Coming to the understanding that, okay, this person is not contributing to my peace, but my detriment. This person isn't an asset, they're a liability. Coming to that understanding and doing something about it is a practice of self-love that I wish I knew earlier in my life. Number 7, never believe someone's words, always believe their actions, also known as actions speak louder than words. I used to find myself in a lot of conflict and pain because I used to listen to what people said instead of watching and observing people's actions. Once I started paying attention to what people did instead of what they said, things just cleared up for me. I had a better understanding of people. And now that I pay attention mostly to what people do, I never have to question whether somebody likes me, whether somebody loves me, or whether somebody hates me. If you ever want to know that, just pay attention to what people do. My close friends, my family members, they don't ever have to tell me that they love me again because I see, even though I would hate if they stopped telling me that they love me because we're all human and we all need reassurance. But if they stopped, I would know. In the last couple years, I've gotten myself into a few problems because I pay attention to people's actions. And once I see that people are acting a certain way that I don't appreciate, I just cut them off. And then I would be met with a lot of frustration and resentment because they'd be like, oh, I care about you. I care about you. But why you not acting like that? So bye. Number 8, multiple things can be true at the same time. You can love someone with your entire heart and never want to speak to them again. You can hate eating broccoli, but still do it because it's good for you. You can completely disagree with someone and still respect them. I have had so many contradicting feelings and beliefs in the 25 years that I've been on this planet. It used to really tear me apart and confuse me until I came to understand that the human experience is contradicting, that the human experience is nuanced. Multiple things can be true at the same time. Not just 2 things, but multiple things can be true at the same time. Number 9, some progress is better than no progress, or little progress is better than no progress at all. I used to get so overwhelmed by my goals. My goals would feel so huge that I would just get swallowed and absorbed by how huge my goals felt and how little and insignificant I felt. I would try to set these huge goals and quickly burn myself out and then quit. Recently, in the last 8 months, I learned that some progress is better than no progress. For example, one of my goals is to journal every day. I wanted to journal for 20 minutes a day. So I started doing that. I started journaling for 20 minutes a day. And then I missed a couple days, and then I missed a couple more days, and then I ended up just quitting journaling altogether. And then in the last couple months, I picked up journaling again, but I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to journal once a week for 10 minutes. And I would put the timer on for 10 minutes and I wouldn't go over and I wouldn't go under. When that became a habit, I started to journal 2 to 3 times a week. And I'm still in that zone right now of journaling 2 to 3 times a week. I'm much happier journaling 2 to 3 times a week than not journaling at all. And I'm going to work my way up to journaling every day. Don't underestimate small progress. At least something is getting done instead of nothing. I'm working towards that goal instead of trying to just bite off more than I can chew and quitting. The 10th thing I learned at 25, life is about picking your poison. Life is hard. You can call me pessimistic. You can call me negative, but I'm going to be honest. Life is hard. Not a single thing in this life comes without pros and cons. Everything has its price, and you cannot take the good without the bad. For an example, I can go and live with my mom and save money, but pay with my mental health and be sad and depressed. Or I can live on my own and be at peace, but my pockets will be itching and burning, and I'll have stress and anxiety every time I have to pay rent and the light bill and the Wi-Fi and all these things. So you see how both things have their pros and cons, but what I learned, that's just life in general. Life is really about choosing your poison. Pick your struggle, basically. Every situation in life is a pick your struggle situation. You can probably say that I'm being pessimistic, but that's just what I've learned in my 25 years of life. Maybe on another planet, maybe in another universe, there's a world where things just come with pros. Pick your poison. You can take an old car that is paid off with low insurance but breaks down every 5 minutes, or you can get a new car that doesn't break down every 5 minutes, that works perfectly. You'll have a really high car note and really high insurance. But both scenarios will stress you out. On one hand, every time you start that old car, it's not working. And then on the other hand, every time that car bill comes up, you're stressed. So you always, in every single scenario, you're gonna face difficulty. Which struggle do you want to choose? Because regardless, you're going to struggle. Which struggle are you more comfortable with? Number 11, we attract people who match our energetic vibration. Now, this right here, I am mainly cussing myself out. I am mainly critiquing myself and mainly yelling at myself, because this is a big lesson that I had to learn in the last couple months. I would always wonder why the universe would put such ungraceful and horrendous people around me. Like, I would look around in my life and be like, God, what is this? Like, what are these people around me? And then I'd start to analyze the people around me. And it got a little scary, because I would analyze people around me and understand that they were treating me in a certain way because they were insecure. But then I was like, wait a minute, I'm insecure. Oh, that's what that is. I would look around and be like, oh, you treated me this way because you don't love yourself. I don't love myself. Yikes. So the whole time I'm blaming God and the universe, but it wasn't their fault. It was me. So just be careful with how you feel about yourself. Make sure that you're doing the shadow work on yourself and analyzing yourself and healing, because if you don't, you're gonna attract people who are just like you. Number 12. I'm gonna ruffle a few feathers with this one. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Family has nothing to do with DNA. Yep. I can already hear someone in the back saying, oh, blood is thicker than water. You only get one dad. You only get one mom. You only get one brother. No. None of that bullshit. None of that. There are people in my life that I am related to by blood, by DNA, that I do not consider my family. And there are people that I have zero relation to that I consider my family. If somebody is making it their business to disrupt your peace, to bring you down low, to make you feel bad about yourself, I don't care whether it's a family member or not. They have to go. Number 13. This is another one that is targeted towards me. Stop expecting people to be something that they aren't. Now let me ask you a question. Would you ever get mad at a fish for not flying? Would you ever get mad at a bird for not swimming? So why the heck are you wondering why that man ain't shit? Why? Would you ever expect a dolphin to start walking or a shark to go vegan? No. So let people be bums. Some people came on this planet to be a bum. Let them be a bum. Apply the same understanding to people. I used to expect people to defend me who wouldn't defend themselves. I used to expect people to love me who didn't love themselves. And I have to clock myself for that. I have to call myself out for that, because that's ridiculous. That's bad behavior. What I was doing was bad behavior, expecting dolphins to fly. Sometimes the expectation that I used to have for some people is the same thing as asking a fish to fly. It's the same thing. So I have to clock myself for that, because that's just crazy work. Number 14, give yourself permission to be happy, to smile, and to laugh. This one sounds very cheesy. What I'm trying to say is life is hard. Sometimes a loved one will get sick. A loved one will pass away, or you'll go through a breakup. You'll lose your job. You'll go through a really rough time. I used to go through these things and not allow myself to be happy. When I go through those things, I tend to feel like I'm not allowed to laugh. Like I'm not allowed to smile, like punishing myself for feeling the slightest bit of happiness due to what's going on. I just learned that if you're sad 90% of the day and somebody cracks a joke, laugh at that joke. You don't have to sit there with a straight face because you're going through stuff. Laugh at that joke. If 25 out of 30 days in the month you're depressed, allow yourself those 5 days to have fun, to laugh, to smile. I used to block myself from feeling joy because I feel like I didn't deserve it. And I think that's messed up. We all deserve to smile. If you got all the way to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much. Please like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that they should subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm telling you, just let the people them know where they can come if they want the real deal. Ty's perspective. I'm dropping a lot of gems on here. Okay, you're not gonna want to miss. And yeah, merci.